Hey everybody, it's Mont Blanc. If you're new here, I'm a Gen 2 K-pop veteran who hasn't listened to K-pop in over a decade. I'm back from the grave though, and I'm trying to learn about the new scene, which today means finally beginning my journey with getting to know i-dle. After being incredibly impressed during their comeback versus debut episode, I kept my eye on the comments section of that video for suggestions of how I should best move forward. So I'm following Michael Mayo's recommendation today to check out Mono and Klaxon, and this is just the beginning of an awesome journey that i-dle fans have mapped out for me, so definitely stay tuned for more. For now, we'll see what Michael had in mind with these two, but for extended and exclusive reactions, access to block videos, monthly favorites, and retrospectives, be sure to check out my Patreon linked in the pinned comment down below. Let's jump right in, shall we? I have to say, I am pretty curious to see what this sort of vision was that Michael had in mind. Also, I have to say, this is a new kind of phase or era in my channel because I am really excited to take fan recommendations. Specifically now that people kind of understand me a little bit better. So I think that as people get used to my ideas or my approach to videos, then they're making really fascinating connections that I definitely appreciate. And so I'm excited to see more. Okay, so i-dle Mono featuring Skaiwater. It looks like this came out January 27th of 2026. Okay, nice, winter vibe. Okay, let's see what they have in store.
Ooh.
Cool earring. Ear jewelry.
They played it up, don't matter. The beat is breaking through. It's the meaning that hits louder. We're about to tune into you. Don't let the noise get in your way. You're the rhythm that can replace. 이젠 머리 뮤트해. 심장 박동 노래해. You're from the right or from the left, whether east or west, whether straight or gay. Every day and night, that's your real vibe. Turn the effects down, let it all fade out. Play the whole world in mono. Cause love is louder in mono.
Okay, so I'm kind of understanding this a little bit now. A large part of the conversation beneath the comeback versus debut episode was definitely about the sort of political activism that i-dle has undertaken in their career and the kind of things that they want to champion, like equality and representation. And I think this is a really beautiful expression of that. Also, the way in which you see this from time to time, but the way in which the music itself is very carefully considered in the editing of the music video, I just think that's a pro level move, and it makes for a really enjoyable viewing experience when your eyes and your ears truly align. Also, this is such a fucking cool song.
Let my rhythm play loud, love and dance in my house. Baby, we can take the party outside to everyone. Take a chance on me, dance like everyone else. And I know you feel just like myself.
It's like a hip hop meets deep house. I have thought this for a long time, but that particular fusion or idea when it comes to music is so sexy.
On the right or from the left, whether east or west, whether straight or gay. Every day and night, dance to your real vibe. Turn the effects down, let it all fade out. Play the whole world in mono.
Beautiful.
Cause love is louder in mono. Cause love is louder in mono. Don't forget, regret, but who do you hear? The lyrics couldn't reach you. We plan, forget, regret, let's turn it she, her?
I identify as in he, him. I don't personally know any days, but I mean, I think it's important to just be yourself.
Sure. When you love yourself, you can love everyone.
You're from the right or from the left, whether east or west, whether straight or gay. Every day and night, dance to your real vibe. Turn the effects down, let it all fade out. Play the whole world in mono.
Spectacular. Spectacular. This really strikes me as like putting your money where your mouth is. You can tell that the convictions are very strong and they like... Something I was thinking, especially towards the end of this video, is that I feel like it must be a really outstanding and amazing thing to be able to meet them. I think that if you put so much time and effort into creating something like that, you're really looking to make something that not only that your fans will love, because that's kind of like a currency that runs out pretty quickly, but something that helps them. I think about that a lot with like certain content creators whose like ethos or whose mission is to like make things that heal in some kind of way. It reaches like a much deeper reservoir of purpose from my perspective. And, you know, regardless if you're positioning on any of this politically, it's just kind of a beautiful thing to have artists like this, and especially if it's artists that you love, see your humanity. Wow, this is so beautiful. In general, like I am an art person. I love when people make commentary and infuse it into things that like really are able to demonstrate and showcase their worldview or like changes that they want to see in the world. And I think for an industry like K-pop, so much of it can sometimes be not whitewashed in like that kind of way, but like swept under the rug in favor of like corporatism and like putting profit over like true commentary. So to see something like this, and yes, arguably i-dle are very established in their careers, so they can like definitely take a risk like this, but from what I understand, it's something that has kind of been a core part of their ethos from the very beginning, and I think that is incredibly impressive for artists. So I'm like happy to be here on the beginning of my i-dle journey, because I think that we're going to go some really spectacular places. But the next place that we're going is Klaxon. Klaxon. That's pretty cool. Okay, this is 2 years ago, July 8th of 2024. So I am very curious to think about how or like why these two would be recommended in tandem. Let's discover, I guess, what Michael's vision was. Love that. Hair? Wig? It's gotta be a wig. What the fuck? What in the Megan Trainor? um I kind of love it. Maybe not this particular song. It's not exactly the vibe that I would typically go for. We'll see. There's still quite a bit of the song left. But in terms of like a pairing, it's kind of so interesting to go from that previous like mono kind of production and the like strong messaging to something that's so silly. And what the hell does hit the klaxon mean? Even down to like the styling. What? Ah, the duality. I love it.
오픈 카 타고 드라이브는 어때? When up, people Spice Girls 들고 어깨에 딱 봐도 그 여잔 불건전해 그만할 건데 꽃을 튼 남의 옆에
Rehearsal, so beautiful, but don't worry, I don't wanna body tie.
잠깐 깎게 내 멈춰 깜빡이도 안 켜고 덮쳐
힙합보다 멋진 파드틱 로맨틱 쇼. 너 처음 본 순간 완전 딱 천생연분인걸.
또 못 본 척 못 들은 척 넘어가려지 어디 멈춰
또 나가라.
I just have to comment on this. There's something like a little bit freaky and weird about seeing somebody laying out in the sun and being so incredibly pale. Like, you know, they've never seen a day of sunlight in their life because, damn. She doesn't even look like she's going to burn. It looks like there's not even real sunlight on her. That's a very, like, Korean. Anyway.
I love you, baby. 나 좀 봐줘, baby. 더 hit the klaxon. Hung, 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 hung. 더 hit the klaxon. Hung, 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 hung.
Hey happy sweetie boy Hey I love you I want you to interview Ah yeah 넌 나의 완벽한 the true lover Hey I love you I want you to interview Ah yeah 넌 나의 완벽한 the true
I
lover
love you, baby. 나 좀 봐줘, lady.
Not the hitchhiking choreo.
Hey hoppin' city boy
Honk, honk, hit the klaxon.
Honk honk hit the klaxon Honk honk hit the klaxon
Oh, God. This is so like unserious and fun, which I love in contrast with the like very serious this is so great. You know, I was just talking about like one of the reasons I love art is commentary. Well, like one of the reasons I love music is the feeling piece of it. And this has such a just like fun and joyous and like not serious energy, but both are incredibly important from my perspective. That's like one of the greatest, well, it's one of the, how do I finish this sentence? It is unimportant aspect of music that music makes you feel things, right? And you don't always have to have such a deep and like serious emotion. Sometimes it can be lighthearted and have levity. This definitely seems to have quite a lot of levity. I love this. It kind of gives me like we've seen this summer with Baby Monster, I Like It, and like Hearts to Hearts Lemon Tang, was it? The like fun summery vibe that doesn't have to take itself too seriously and is just like adorable. Um, ah, man, K-pop really do be like that sometimes. I'm curious about I guess this comes out July 8th, so it is like perfect summertime vibe. What do you think like the thoughts behind this one were, especially like the production on the music video? It doesn't seem like it's too serious at all, which I like in pairing with Mono. Although Mono is definitely like my favorite of the two, obviously. Okay, actually, I really do like these two together. Well, I have been saying this, but like, yes, the contrast, yes, the seriousness and the silliness, but also it gives me like a really broad perspective of what's possible with this group. And I have to say that it's like incredibly, incredibly impressive. Hmm. Actually, there's been a couple of these sort of duos or pairs suggested for various reasons, and I think that my heart is like kind of getting beating faster thinking about what else the fans have in store for me because I was not expecting this. Okay, we are off to a banging start with i-dle. I can see the serious, I can see the fun. I kind of understand a lot better actually the commentary that was happening beneath the comeback versus debut episode. I can see why they're such compelling artists and that their fandoms are so supportive of them. It's like, of course, you want to be supportive of artists who are supportive of you. I am always curious to get to know like different sides of the fandom, and I think that in the course of this journey, I will get to know i-dle's fans quite well. What is the fandom name? I'll figure it out. But if you want to help me out. Okay, actually, I have such a big smile on my face, and I'm kind of glad that we finished with Klaxon instead of Mono, because I feel like that's a very different video. This one has like a lot of humor in it because of the silliness whiplash. Does that make sense? Oh well, even if it doesn't make sense. Okay, that's it for me today. This is going into my i-dle reaction playlist, which I will link here and in the video description down below. I have to say, like, I have a couple more like really great ones planned out. Let's hope that they're great. I hope that people aren't just screwing with me by suggesting something like completely out of pocket. Although that would probably make for a really good video anyway. Great. Yeah, that's it for me today. I actually would love to know if you have some of your own suggestions of pairings that you think that I might like or have a fun or interesting reaction to. I'm happy to have had the ones that I have, of course, but yeah, you never know. Like people have different perspective on things, and so I'd love to hear it. Also, if you have any like perspective on i-dle as a group themselves and your relationship as a fan to their work, especially because of how like powerful and impactful I think that Mono is. Yeah, I love the connective element with artists like this, where it really does feel like they keep their fandom and like their work. They have like a sort of seriousness and like a drive or a desire to like make the world a better place. So I would love to know how that has personally affected you, although please don't trauma dump on me. All right, that's it for today. Thanks so much for joining me on this one, and please join me in the next i-dle one. I think it's going to be just as much fun, if not more. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you there, but if not, I'll see you somewhere else. Bye!